I told my computer I needed a break, and it suggested I go outside. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. I don't have a dirty mind. I have a creative mind that thinks of inappropriate things. I'm on a whiskey diet. I've lost 3 days already. I'm not lazy. I'm in energy-saving mode. I started out with nothing, and I still have most of it. My bed is a magical place where I suddenly remember everything I was supposed to do. I'm not saying I'm Wonder Woman. I'm just saying no one has ever seen me and Wonder Woman in the same room together. I'm not arguing. I'm just explaining why I'm right. I only drink on 2 occasions, when it's my birthday and when it's not. I'm not clumsy. The floor just hates me. I'm not a morning person or a night owl. I'm a permanently exhausted pigeon. I'm not saying I'm Batman. I'm just saying no one has ever seen me and Batman in the same room together. The early bird might get the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese. I'm not short. I'm concentrated awesome. I'm not saying I'm a superhero, but have you ever seen me and Superman in the same room together? My patience is like my internet connection, barely there. I'm not shy. I'm just observing my prey. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just prioritizing my feelings of not caring about what you're saying. I'm not a doctor, but I'll take a look anyway. I'm not a complete idiot. Some parts are missing. I'm not saying I'm a genius, but I can name all of Snow White's dwarfs. I'm not procrastinating. I'm giving my ideas time to mature. I'm not late. I'm giving everyone else a chance to be early. I'm not saying I'm a foodie, but I've been known to eat food. I'm not a control freak, but can I show you the right way to do that? I'm not saying I'm indecisive, but I can't decide. I'm not saying I'm a chef, but I can microwave like a pro. I'm not addicted to coffee. We're just in a committed relationship. I'm not saying I'm a superhero, but no one has seen me and Spider-Man in the same room together. I'm not saying I'm always right, but I've never been wrong once. I'm not saying I'm a fashion icon, but I once matched my socks to my underwear. I'm not saying I'm a philosopher, but I've watched every episode of SpongeBob SquarePants. I'm not saying I'm a mind reader, but I have a talent for predicting stupidity. I'm not saying I'm a fortune teller, but I can predict that you'll annoy me. I'm not saying I'm a detective, but I can find my phone even when it's on silent. I'm not saying I'm a magician, but I can make my paycheck disappear. I'm not saying I'm a doctor, but WebMD and I are pretty close. I'm not saying I'm a chef, but I can make a mean bowl of cereal. I'm not saying I'm a fitness guru, but I did a sit-up once. I'm not saying I'm a technology expert, but I can turn off the TV without a remote. I'm not saying I'm a math genius, but I can count to 10 without using my fingers. I'm not saying I'm a gardener, but I've successfully grown a few weeds. I'm not saying I'm a motivational speaker, but I once told myself to get out of bed. I'm not saying I'm a chef, but I've mastered the art of microwaving leftovers. I'm not saying I'm a detective, but I can find my keys most of the time. I'm not saying I'm a mechanic, but I can change a light bulb. I'm not saying I'm a fashionista, but I can find matching socks sometimes. I'm not saying I'm a technology expert, but I can turn my phone on and off. I'm not saying I'm a financial wizard, but I can balance my checkbook, sometimes. I'm not saying I'm a poet, but I can rhyme occasionally.